Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that's at the very core of our happiness and well-being, meaningful connections. In a world that often feels more disconnected than ever, learning how to truly connect with others is a superpower. But it's not just about feeling good, it's crucial for our health. Did you know that chronic loneliness can be as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? It increases the risk of depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and even heart disease. That's why today we're not just talking about making friends, we're talking about building lifelines. We'll go through a step-by-step guide to unlock the secrets of creating deep, lasting bonds that enrich your life. So, if you're ready to transform your relationships, stick around. Let's start with the foundation of any strong connection: trust. And how do we build it? It begins with vulnerability and honesty. It sounds scary, right? Being vulnerable means showing your true self, imperfections and all. But here's the magic. When you're open and honest about your feelings, you give others permission to do the same. This creates a cycle of trust. Think about it. We don't connect with perfection, we connect with humanity. It's about being brave enough to say, "I'm not sure," or "I made a mistake." When you take accountability for your actions and communicate clearly, you're not just being honest, you're showing respect. You're building a safe space where both of you can be authentic without fear of judgment. This environment, one that values honesty over pretense, is where real, meaningful connections begin to flourish. Once you've opened the door with vulnerability, the next step is to truly listen. I mean, active listening. This isn't just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about giving the other person your full, undivided attention. Put your phone away, turn towards them, and focus. Show them they matter. A powerful tool here is asking open-ended questions. Questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Or, instead of, "Did you have a good day?" try, "What was the most interesting part of your day?" This invites a deeper story. As they speak, pay attention to their nonverbal cues, their tone, their posture. So much of communication is unspoken. When they're done, try reflecting back what you heard. Something like, "It sounds like you felt really frustrated when that happened." This validates their feelings and shows you were truly engaged. It confirms you understand, and it makes the other person feel seen and heard, which is one of the greatest gifts you can give. Now let's talk about the power of doing things together. Shared experiences are the glue that strengthens our bonds. You can talk about connecting all day, but nothing builds a bond faster than creating memories together. It doesn't have to be a grand adventure. It could be as simple as trying a new recipe, taking a hike, or even tackling a puzzle together. When you engage in activities, you're not just having fun, you're building a shared history. You're creating inside jokes and stories that you can look back on. These experiences foster a sense of unity and belonging. Exploring a new hobby or volunteering for a cause you both care about can create powerful, lasting memories. As you navigate these new experiences, you'll naturally share personal stories and insights, which cultivates even more empathy and understanding. These shared moments are the building blocks of a deep, resilient connection. Building on that, let's zoom in on empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's the engine of emotional connection. While active listening is about hearing what they say, empathy is about feeling what they feel. To cultivate it, start by actively trying to understand another person's perspective, even if you don't agree with it. Acknowledge and validate their feelings. You can say things like, "That must have been so difficult," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." This isn't about agreeing, it's about showing respect for their individual experience. Use empathetic language that expresses genuine care. It's also important to self-reflect. The better you understand your own emotions, the better you'll be at connecting with others' emotions. Engaging in these open, empathetic dialogues creates a profound sense of emotional intimacy, making the other person feel safe, valued, and truly understood. With trust, listening, and empathy in place, it's time for open communication about feelings and expectations. This can be the trickiest part, but it's essential for a healthy relationship. Many conflicts arise from unspoken assumptions. The key is to use I statements. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me," which can sound accusatory, try, I feel unheard when I'm sharing something important. This expresses your feelings without placing blame, inviting conversation instead of confrontation. Timing is also crucial. Choose a calm, appropriate time for these discussions, not in the heat of an argument. When you're honest about your thoughts and expectations, you prevent misunderstandings and build even more trust. By creating this safe environment for open dialogue, you're ensuring that both of you can express your needs and work together as a team, strengthening your bond through honesty and mutual respect. Finally, let's talk about boundaries. This might seem counterintuitive. Aren't we trying to get closer? But healthy boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines for respectful and safe interaction. They are what make a close relationship sustainable. To set them, you first need to understand your own needs and feelings. What makes you feel respected? What makes you feel drained? Once you know your limits, communicate them clearly and compassionately. For instance, I love talking with you, but I need some quiet time to myself after work to recharge. It's not a rejection. It's a statement of your needs. A crucial part of this is fostering mutual respect. Actively listen to your partner's boundaries as well, and respect their independence and personal interests. A healthy connection isn't about merging into one person. It's about two whole individuals choosing to walk their paths together, supporting each other along the way. Respecting boundaries ensures that the relationship remains a source of energy and joy, not exhaustion. I want to share a quick story about a man named Arthur. At 72, after his wife passed away, Arthur felt incredibly isolated. The silence in his house was overwhelming, and his days felt empty. He told me his health started to decline. He had no energy and felt a constant fog of sadness. On his daughter's suggestion, he reluctantly joined a local community gardening club. At first, he barely spoke to anyone, but slowly, as he worked side by side with others, planting and weeding, conversations started to bloom. He shared stories about his late wife's love for roses. Others shared their own stories of love and loss. He started going to the club's weekly potlucks. Soon, Arthur was not just growing vegetables, he was growing friendships. He started laughing again. His energy returned, and that fog of sadness began to lift. Arthur's story is a powerful reminder that taking that one small step to connect can completely transform your world. So how can you start building these connections in your own life? It's about being proactive. Look for opportunities in your community. Are there classes you could take? Pottery, cooking, a new language? What about volunteering for a cause you're passionate about? Animal shelters, libraries, and local charities are always looking for help. These activities put you in a room with people who already share an interest with you, which is a fantastic starting point. Don't underestimate digital tools either. Apps and social media can help you find local groups for hiking, book clubs, or board games. And for family and friends who are far away, make technology your ally. Form habits of regular communication. Schedule a weekly video call with your parents, a monthly virtual game night with college friends, or even a simple neighborhood meetup for coffee. The key is consistency. It's these regular, intentional touch points that nurture our relationships and keep loneliness at bay. Building meaningful connections is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. It requires courage to be vulnerable, patience to truly listen, and intention to make time for others. But the rewards are immeasurable. These bonds are what give our lives richness and meaning. They are our safety net in tough times and our cheerleaders in good times. They are essential for our mental and physical health. So, I encourage you to take one small step today. Reach out to one person. Practice one of the steps we talked about. You have the power to build the connections you crave. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content on living a happier, more connected life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is one step you are going to take this week to build a stronger connection? Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.